What's up guys, my name's Tim and thanks for clicking the channel. Today I received the 2019 and up short ram intake from CorkSport and I'll be installing it on my 2020 Mazda 3 sedan all-wheel drive. If you look below in the description, there will be video tags for each segment of this video if you don't want to watch the whole thing, but I will be explaining everything in depth. So if someone's never installed a short ram intake, they know completely how to do it prior to buying. Right now you could buy this product on CorkSport's website for about $189.99. Shout out to Corey who gave it to me for free. All right, let's get into it. So as you guys can see, it doesn't come with that many parts. Dry flow air filter, the tubing, this right here, precision machine anodized mass airflow housing, pretty well made. Comes with the clamps that you need, and of course with CorkSport full color detailed instructions. That's about it. Let's get out and install it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is remove your engine cover. Do that, there's this clips on it, you just pop it up like so. So, as you can see, there's only 4 clips that hold it on. And that's it. So next, you're going to remove the breather hose from the stock tubing. Just by pulling it on like that, and it's out. Set that aside, out of the way. Next, you're going to use a 10mm socket. And as you can see right here, there's a clamp. And take that clamp off. Pop it off just like that. We recommend saving this bolt by just putting it back in and retightening it. So next you're going to want to unplug this mass airflow sensor. By doing that, there's a little clip you press on and you just pull it out just like that. Next you're going to want to remove the top of this air box. Just like that. And that will help you access the clip that holds the mass airflow sensor on. So you're going to grab a pair of needle nose pliers, remove this clip for this mass flow air sensor. Press on it, pull up, just like that, and now it's off. So next you're going to want to remove these 2 bolts holding on the front of the air box. You're going to want to make sure to save these screws here, because we will be reinserting them later, just so you don't lose them, or you can keep them in a bag or something. Alright, now we have all that freed. You're going to want to reattach the top of the box, as it's going to make it easier to pull this thing out. The whole thing is somewhat loose. There's 2 rubber grommets in the back that hold it on. So you just pop those. Alright, now she's loose. Just like that. Look how big and bulky this thing is. Wow. Ain't that crazy, guys? On the stock air box, you're going to want to remove the mass airflow sensor here with a Phillips screwdriver. And be sure to save these screws. And this will just pop out just like that. So for the next part, we're going to take the mass airflow sensor housing from CorkSport, take out these 2 Allen bolts, put the existing mass airflow sensor in there and retighten it down. It does only go in one way. Next we're gonna take the housing and the stock mass airflow sensor and we're gonna put it in. It only goes in one way, so just like that. And reinsert the Allen screws. Alright, so now we got the mass airflow sensor inside the housing. Now we're going to grab the new CorkSport tubing and the 8577 clamp and put it on just like this. And then we're going to fit the smaller end over the throttle body. There are tabs right here, here, and all around the throttle body. This tubing needs to go all the way up to the tabs. Just like that. A small tab right there, as you can see, that does need to be lined up with this top bolt. So once you're happy with the tubing and the clamping and the position and everything, you grab your 10mm socket again and just tighten this up. It does need to be a little bit from the silicone. Alright, now I got this on with the clamps on there good and sturdy. Now that hose we pulled out earlier is going to go in this top bolt here, and this could be somewhat of a pain. Alright, as you can see, I got it on. It was a little hard, so I added a little water to it to get it in there. Alright, so next you're going to take Mazda airflow sensor housing with the airflow sensor in it, and this one of the two last remaining clamps, the 91x83. Put this in here. Make sure the sensor is facing backwards. There's also arrow in the rear of it, of the airflow indicator. And then you're just going to go ahead and tighten this guy down with your 10mm. Alright, for this part you're going to take the filter and the last clamp and pretty much do the same thing that we just did. The clamp on here. Set this bad boy over this, just like this. And tighten her down with the 10mm ring. Give it a second. So once you got all the clamps down, it should be good and steady. Next you're going to reinstall the Mazda airflow sensor wire. Do that, you just literally pop it back in. Make sure this wire does not touch anything that's hot or anything like that. Just tuck it down in there real good. So the two bolts we took out earlier that I said to keep, I will be reinstalling them just to give a clean look and so I don't lose them. So the last thing you do is you're going to put your engine cover back on, if you want, I suppose. There we go. And that's it. Ooh, good overview of it. That's about it. It is pretty remarkable how big that guy is compared to just that. So. Alright, so in conclusion, what do I think of this part? I think it's pretty good for what it is. I think $200 or $189 is a little high for it, but the stock air box is pretty large, and I would say it does give off pretty good noise, and it's pretty simple to install. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks.